Hello, hello, hello. Come into the room. Hello, hello, hello. This is B Sky. You back on my channel. Today we're gonna make fake ground meat. Okay, that's what it is. It's fake, but we're gonna make this vegan ground meat. In my ground meat, I use rice, brown rice. You have brown rice already cooked, and look, you should be able to do this. If you can't do this with your rice, come up a little closer so I can tell you. Honey, you need to go cook some more rice. Okay, and this is your garlic water. Your mushrooms, make sure you cut them real fine because they're going to cook down anyway. But they have to be diced like this. Your onion, Worcestershire sauce, bell pepper, cauliflower. Make sure, cut your cauliflower while it's frozen. It'll break up real easy. Teriyaki sauce, oregano, ginger, black pepper. Yes, honey, olive oil, you know, because that L-I-V-E, live, that's why I believe in olive oil. And your salt. And we're going to like more than show her thing right now, okay? She ain't give me no coins, but we're going to let her show herself. So this is all the ingredients. You turn your eye to number 7. I don't know what it is on your stove, but that's like medium high. I already placed a tablespoon of olive oil in my cast iron skillet. You do not have to use a cast iron skillet. You can use a stainless, but honey, stainless burn quicker. But you can use the stainless skillet, but I believe in cast iron. It puts the soul in the food. So this is what we do. It's real easy and simple. Remember, your rice is already boiled. And this is 4 cups of rice. About 4 cups of rice. And notice it's falling apart because you can't have soggy rice. You got to be able to break it up like this, and it's breaking apart. And this is what you do. You break it apart. See? If rice is cooked properly, it would break apart like this. Basically, like ground meat. A lot of people use, they don't like to use the plant-based, do plant-based with rice, but I do because it's the texture, it's the grain, it's the, what can I say? It just looks like ground meat. I don't want anything looking like stuffing. Most people, theirs look like stuffing to me. I can't do your stuffing look. And then they put it in the oven. I do mine on top of this stove. Not in the oven. Because I want it to be just like you're cooking ground meat. Once I make sure it's broken all up. No soggy rice now. Because your recipe won't turn out right and you'll blame B Sky. And B Sky didn't do that. You did. So don't do that. See that? Now put the rice to the side. Place your onions. This is a frozen onions that I had in a container. And your mushrooms. See that? On one side of the rice. You're going to combine these later. But right now, you're just going to put them here. Turn your eye up to medium high. Add a half a tablespoon of oregano and just put it all over. Put it all over. Do the same with the ginger. A half a tablespoon with the ginger. Your garlic water. This is 2 ounces. We're going to break off half of that. See? See? Half of that. Ooh, it smells so good. Oh man, it smells so good. So good, so good. And you can go on and enter your salt. Your preference, because some people have high blood pressure. I always say do about a tablespoon. Taste it after you stir it, and then add more if you like. Your preference. We're not going to control anybody. So, medium high. Bring these to the side. It's so. Then add your cauliflower. Cauliflower, everything is 2 ounces. This bowl is 2 ounces. 2 ounces here, 2 ounces here, 2 ounces here, 2 ounces here. This is 1 ounce. Your Worcestershire sauce, your teriyaki sauce is 1 ounce. The reason I'm doing it like this in 3-layer cooking, I bet you never seen nobody cook like this. But 3-layer cooking, the reason I'm doing it like this is because everything cooked in different portions. It cooks faster, and it depending on the portions. So since my mushrooms are in, and also mushrooms are good for your muscles. Onions are in for that congestional heart failure you might get. And cauliflower. I do not like using broccoli a lot. For the simple reason broccoli was man-made. I don't trust man-made things. But cauliflower, this is my privileged vegetable, if you know what I mean. Those people that think they're so privileged. But the only thing you have to make sure you do is toss your rice. Because rice will stick. But if you cook it right, notice it's not sticking. If you cook it right, it's not sticking. Notice that. In 3-layer cooking, you just go up like this. You go straight up like this. And you turn it over. Straight up, turn it over. While I'm turning this, it's mixing. Okay? Go straight up, toss it over. Straight up, toss it over. Now I'm going to mix it all together. Look at the fluid coming out. See that fluid coming out? That's from the onion. That's why I'm telling you, onion is good for your circulatory, your circle system, for your heart, your veins, your vessels. It's good for that. That liquid is coming from the onions, guys. Then I add my bell pepper. Now this little greenery deal here, I add a little more black pepper on top. And I do so. Because I need this to cook more than anything else. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flap it over the rice and the mixture over. And please, using the black pepper, you might sneeze. So please wash your hands. Wash your hands. Look at here. Okay, you could say, it just looked like rice. It looks like dirty rice. Creole dirty rice. Look at here. Pour that teriyaki there. Worcestershire sauce here. Now watch. Oh, that pepper is getting to me, honey. Now you turn your fire on high. Place it on high. Take your olive oil. and add a little more olive oil. I say about an ounce. I always say ounce on everything. A little more olive oil. Everything I cook is fast because I already prepped most of it. So it's a little fast, okay? Because I already prepped most of it. Then you get your turmeric and you dash it on there, honey. Dash it on there. And you keep turning. It's gonna be like magic. It's going to be like magic. See, it shouldn't be sticking. See how it's not sticking? Now, since you put that turmeric in there, turn it down back to 8. Look. It's kind of like you making dirty rice, but it's not the herbal ingredients to make dirty rice. But it's sort of like that, okay? So now you're going to fry it. Turn it back up to 9. If it is sticking, because you're not used to adjusting the eye of your stove, add olive oil around the edges of it. Okay? Now tell me this don't look like ground meat, honey. More of your turkey ground meat version. You can call it turkey ground. You can call this turkey ground. Tell me this doesn't look like ground meat. Tell me this doesn't look like... And the more brown you want it, you have to do this. And if you get sick of doing it, just stop. Honey. But tell me this doesn't... Turn your eye back on halfway. Put your eye halfway on medium. Because we're not going to burn anything. See, it's getting a little brown at the bottom. That's from the turmeric. And it's okay for it to get brown because you want that. See? You want that. See, this is why I like cast iron. See? And if you want a little more browner, you can put a little bit more teriyaki sauce. But do not add any more salt because teriyaki sauce has a high content of salt. Okay? I see a bell pepper I didn't cut short enough. Okay? But you got to keep doing this. And you want that flake at the bottom. Turn your eye off on your stove so you won't burn up anything. And plus your arm probably getting tired. So, woo! Talk about that grind. And the good thing about this, you can make patties out of this too. That's the good thing about this. You can make patties out of this. Hamburger patties. I did not have to put the bell pepper in, but I want it in because I'm going to make tacos too. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like ground meat. And it's the best spatula for it because see the holes in it will keep it from sticking to the spoon. You just hit it a couple of times and it'll fall off. This that good old olive oil, honey. This how that olive oil will do your veins. Not all that Crisco and stuff. Look at there. Look at that.